Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Bernie in Bakersfield, the senator leading the pack in the latest polls for the Democratic nomination, will campaign in Kern County this afternoon. We're live ahead of the rally.
Today in Porterville, remembering the fallen firefighters killed in a raging fire at a library this week. We have details on a public vigil planned in their honor later this afternoon.
It's farmers versus fish. 2 days after the president visited Bakersfield to talk about delivering more water to the Central Valley, the governor filed suit to stop that from happening. We'll tell you why on this Friday, February 21st, 2020. Good morning, 5 a.m. Good to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Alex Fisher. So warm yesterday. Could not believe it's February.
It was beautiful outside yesterday. Higher 70s yesterday. Let's check in with Kevin Charette, who's got a look at your forecast on this finally Friday.
Yeah, we hit 79 degrees, so we were right at that 80-degree mark. So it was definitely warm around the area, 15 degrees above normal for this time of year. The record, again, we were close, 81, and that was set back in 1977. We sit at 49 degrees right now with just a light wind out of the east-southeast at 5. A few clouds as well, and we are going to start to see a change as we go throughout our Friday here. Starting out in the upper 40s, partly cloudy skies most of the day and still warm. By 3 o'clock, we should be right near 76. 41 in Tehachapi right now under a calm wind. We'll see a little breeze pick up throughout the afternoon, starting out near 40, and we'll look for 60s this afternoon, partly cloudy, and by 3 o'clock, that easterly wind at 18. We're still talking about the chance of rain heading into the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes. But first, let's get a check of the morning commute. We're going to send that over to Alex.
All right, Kev, thanks so much. And here's a look outside to the 99 at Airport Drive. And as you can see, things are looking pretty good on that side of town, as well as everything else around the county. It's all looking great to start off your Friday. We'll have another check coming up in about 15 minutes.
A public vigil scheduled for this afternoon in Porterville to honor the 2 firefighters who died earlier this week. The fire broke out Tuesday at the Porterville City Library. Captain Raymond Figueroa and firefighter Patrick Jones went inside the burning building to search for people who may have been trapped inside. A short time later, a mayday call was made and crews started searching for the men. Figueroa was taken to the hospital where he died, but crews couldn't find Jones. His body was recovered 2 days later with the help of firefighters from around the region, including crews from Bakersfield and Kern County.
The fact that people are coming from all over to represent not only their own department but help show respect up here. It's a big deal and very emotional time for a lot of people.
2 13-year-old boys were arrested, accused of starting the deadly fire. A remembrance event is planned for 4:14 this afternoon. That's the time the fire began. It's happening at Centennial Park across from Porterville City Hall. People can pay their respects to Figueroa and Jones, as well as thank first responders. Officials are still working on plans for a memorial service.
One of the firefighters, Captain Raymond Figueroa, grew up in Delano and recently moved to Bakersfield. We talked with his parents to learn more about the selfless man they say always puts safety of his team first.
To always be prepared that if anything happened, it was because he would never leave a crew member behind on a fire. That if it meant for his life to go to lose his life, that was going to be it.
Figueroa's parents tell us their son became the president of the Firefighters Union so he could protect his brothers and sisters who serve with him. They say he always looked after his team, something that earned him the respect and love of many around him.
I always told him, I says, when you start becoming a leader, you got to earn that respect, not demand it. You have to earn it. And when you earn it, your troops will follow you. Follow you to the end.
Figueroa leaves behind a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. Funeral arrangements are still being finalized, but his family did say he will be laid to rest in Delano. 5:04 now, in California suing President Trump over legislation the president signed in Bakersfield on Wednesday. Governor Gavin Newsom and Attorney General Javier Becerra filed the suit. The goal is to block new rules allowing farmers to take more water from the state's largest river systems. Newsom and Becerra argue that taking more water would push endangered populations of fish like the Delta smelt, salmon, and trout to the brink of extinction. The agriculture industry here in California supplies 2/3 of the country's fruits and nuts and more than 1/3 of its vegetables.
Well, with weeks away until primaries, things seem to be heating up for the Democratic Party.
Several polls now show one Democratic candidate in the lead, and that candidate is set to make a stop in Bakersfield later this afternoon. 17's Vanessa Dillon is live this morning at the park at Riverwalk with who you can anticipate seeing later today. Vanessa?
Good morning, Maddie and Alex. He made quite the statement during Wednesday's Democratic debate in Nevada. Now, the Democratic Socialist and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders is set to bring his campaign to the Golden Empire later this afternoon. Well, Bernie Sanders is expected to speak at a rally at the park at Riverwalk here later today. The Sanders campaign invites early voters to cast their ballots together ahead of the event. The rally begins at 3:30 today. Sanders plans to encourage voters to vote with this Get Out the Vote rally. A Bernie Sanders Facebook event page says it's all set to happen at 3:30 at the Spectrum Amphitheater here behind me. Now, according to the event page, the rally is open to the public, and he last made an appearance in Bakersfield in 2016. He canceled a scheduled appearance last October at CSU Bakersfield because of a heart attack he suffered days earlier. Now, earlier this week, though, Sanders was leading the Democratic field by double digits going into Wednesday's debate in Las Vegas. Senator Sanders entered the debate as a frontrunner for the nomination in Nevada and nationally. While law enforcement has yet to release any traffic advisories for today's rally, it is encouraged to just be mindful if you are traveling or commuting in this area anytime soon later today, because you can expect some detours or delays as it is open to the public. It's going to be pretty hectic out here. But for now, that's the very latest reporting in Riverwalk. I'm Vanessa Dillon, 17 News.
Vanessa, is there any activity behind you setting up so far?
You know what, Maddie? Not so far. Pretty shocking. I was with my photographer here, Paul Dykes, and he was telling me also we were expecting to see quite the activity out here, but it's pretty quiet. So we'll continue to monitor it and kind of check out what it's looking like in the next hour for us here at Sunrise.
All right. Thanks so much, Vanessa. We'll check back in with you in about an hour. 5:07 now, and today a local law firm is holding a news conference to explain why it's asking the district attorney to investigate Supervisor David Couch and several other local leaders. Yesterday, Rodriguez and Associates filed a lawsuit accusing Couch and others of filing false documents in court. The law firm says the leaders challenged the residency of Bakersfield attorney Emilio Huerta, who is Couch's opponent in the 4th District supervisorial race. Delano Mayor Joe Aguirre, I should say. Attorney Brandon Martin and Fernando Flores are also listed in the suit. Aguirre petitioned to have Huerta removed from the March 3rd ballot, alleging Huerta does not actually live in Delano.
5:08 now. President Trump visited Bakersfield Wednesday, and last night another national figure made a stop in the Golden Empire.
This time it was for the Kern County Republican Party's annual Lincoln Day dinner fundraiser. 17's Dayton Wallace was there and has more.
Tickets for the event went for $250 a piece, and they sold out fast. More than 500 people attended Thursday evening's dinner at the Doubletree Hotel, a dinner which featured Bakersfield Congressman Kevin McCarthy and keynote speaker U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina. In recent months, Graham has been an outspoken defender of President Trump, especially during the recent impeachment hearings. Graham's speech was closed off to journalists, so we do not know what he said. But we caught up with local representatives who offered praise for the senator.
He's fair and balanced, and he does do a very good job about promoting the president's agenda. And I also think that, he's part of the red wave that's going to take place across the United States, and I believe the president's going to win again. And it's evident here in Kern County that with our Lincoln Day dinner, it's sold out.
To have a national leader like Senator Lindsey Graham here in Bakersfield following the President of the United States, an exciting night for all Republicans here in Kern County.
Graham is one of 2 sitting U.S. senators set to visit the Golden Empire this week. Democratic presidential candidate Senator Bernie Sanders is scheduled to hold a rally at the park at Riverwalk on Friday. In the newsroom, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.
5:09 this weekend, you can celebrate all things music and theater at a 4-day festival.
That's right. Still ahead, we'll take you live to the Shafter Color Celebration.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News with Maddie Jansen, Alex Fisher, and Kevin Charette with your Pinpoint Doppler forecast. This is 17 News at Sunrise.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. In the next block or in the block after? Yeah, that's what I thought. Colors is a celebration.
Welcome back. It is 5:20 now, and it is a celebration of the arts in our community.
Colors, a multi-day event held in Shafter every year, is preparing to showcase a day full of artistic passion and talents. And our own Taylor Schaub's getting a behind-the-stage preview of everything going on this morning. Hey, Taylor.
Good morning, Maddie and Alex. And no, I know what you're thinking. That's not a real sunrise behind me, but it looks pretty beautiful, and that's all part of this wonderful event that's going on here in Shafter, the 10th anniversary of the Shafter Colors Festival. And joining me right now is one of the organizers, Larry Starr. And Larry, you've had quite a week yourself. You met President Trump. You were able to give a speech, and now you're capping it off with this wonderful event. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, this is been going on for 10 years, and we've been in with Maddie and the guys there probably 10 years. No, Maddie's not 10 years old. That's all right. But we started this 10 years, and this weekend is just packed. We've got the color run tomorrow morning. We've got silent movie Saturday. We've got the car show. We've got chili cook-off. We've got the art gallery that's open all weekend. Hope people will come out and see that. We've got the show running through the weekend. We've got, what else we got? We got the puppet show. Yeah, the puppet show comes through. We have people speaking on DreamWorks animation and also video work in Hollywood, as well as a symphony next weekend. So,
why is this event so important to the community of Shafter?
Well, we started this event to bring good community art culture to our families here in Kern County, and what we want to do is just to give opportunities for people to be able to do good, redeeming art. What's great is, the community's been very supportive over the years, and we've been able to just do a lot of fun stuff and explore a lot of things. And culturally, we're just trying to bridge things with culture. There's a lot of stuff that's negative in the world right now, and we're trying to do positive things and bring people together.
Awesome. You mentioned so many wonderful opportunities this weekend, but what are you most looking forward to?
Well, I only get to do really one thing, and you're standing on it because I'm actually in the show.
Oh, you're in the show?
Yeah, I'm in the show. So I've got to stick around here and do this. But I'll tell you what I love. I love the silent movie with the organ. It's just amazing. We have a new event this year, Voces Veracruz, which is a group out of Mexico, and they spread this mariachi. It's not mariachi. They use harps, and they're really, really good. And they're Sunday night. That's going to be a fun event too. So the colors run is always fun. I don't actually run. I usually roll, or I usually don't even do that. But if you come out and do the colors run, you can bring your dogs, you can bring your kids, or your kids and not your dogs. So we just.
All right, Larry, thank you so much. And if you saw him on stage the other day, he's quite comfortable and quite a performer. So come check him out here. And if you want tickets or want to attend the event, just head to shafterscolors.org. Back to you guys in the studio.
Always such a cool event.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Taylor.
All right, it is 5:23 now. What happening tonight? Country music star Travis Tritt is performing at the Fox Theater. The concert starts at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7. And if you want to go, it's not too late to buy tickets. Prices start at about $40.
A huge spike in new cases of the coronavirus overnight in China.
Plus, the country that's seen a dramatic increase in cases and deaths over this past week.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back. If you've had computer problems over the past few years, you may be getting a check in the mail. The FTC is refunding $34 million to Office Depot and Office Max customers. These checks are going to people who paid for technical services and repairs for their computers. The FTC says that between 2009 and 2016, some Office Depot customers were mistakenly told their products had malware symptoms. Some of those people were then fooled into purchasing repair services. More than 541,000 people were affected, and the average refund check for this case is $63. A consumer alert parents should hear: Colecraft is recalling its inclined sleeper accessory for safety reasons. The recall was prompted after a couple of infants died when they rolled from their back onto their side or stomach. Roughly 51,000 of the bassinets were made.